Hello, everybody. This is Sophia Mona Lisa from the Golden Race Center and the Roseville Mystery School. And I'm really happy to bring you this very brief overview of my recent full moon in Gemini video journal, which is now available in its entirety on Patreon. It's a 30-minute discussion of everything that's going on with the full moon. That will be exact tomorrow, November 27th. And so what I encourage you to do in this video is to go back and look at the information that I shared in my video journal on the new moon in Scorpio that happened 2 weeks ago. Because as I always say, the seeds of consciousness that are planted at the new moon are illuminated at the full moon. And so I spend a lot of time in this full video journal discussing what was planted, what seeds of consciousness were planted, and how they're being illuminated through tomorrow's full moon in Gemini. A couple of things I want to bring into your awareness that might whet your appetite if you haven't already seen that is I talk about in my November Creative Energies overview how 4 of the aspects in the sky this month are recatalyzing this opposition that took place in conjunction with the solar eclipse in Libra this past October. And I talk about how these recatalyzations of what's happening on this Taurus Scorpio axis is really stretching us to embody more of who we really are and to embody more of our Christ light. And I talk about how that is really an example of these Scorpio energies in terms of us embodying more and more of our multidimensional self. Our Christ light is helping us to become more powerful. That's the Scorpio frequency influence. And how when we do that, we're becoming more and more liberated, more and more enlightened, because we're holding more of our Christ light, which is representative of those Uranus and Taurus energies. And then I also talk about the star that was informing the new moon in Scorpio, Anuk El Hai, and the contemplative question that I posed at that time in terms of really getting a deep understanding of the seeds of consciousness that were being planted within you at that new moon in Scorpio, being what is the wisdom that your Christ heart has available for you as a seed of knowledge in terms of who you are in your wholeness, or the greatness of who you really are in terms of your enlightened self. So those are the things that we're looking at to see how is that being illuminated this month. Now, part of the star frequencies that are helping with the illumination of those seeds of consciousness have to do with this star, Alpha Centauri. It's in the Wise Centaur constellation. Here is an ancient image of the Wise Centaur. And in fact, this is Chiron. Remember that Sagittarius is also depicted as a centaur in the sky. And I speak to Chiron in our charts in terms of the cosmic healer. And I talk about how between the cosmic healer of Chiron as Centaurus and this star, Alpha Centauri, also known as Ptolemy, the light frequencies coming in are helping with this awakening of that seeds of consciousness that were planted at the new moon in Scorpio, and helping us in terms of the shamanic journeying that we may be doing as well. Now, this is a chart for the full moon in Gemini. We see the moon over here in Gemini, and across the sky, which means it is a full moon, is the sun, but there's a lot of star power backed up against the sun. Ptolemy from the Wise Centaur constellation, Yeshua, your inner Christ consciousness, Mars, the sacred masculine who just had his resurrection point in the underworld back on the 18th, Osiris, the cosmic Christ, and the sun, all of these frequencies in that Sagittarius playground, right? That playground of the centaur. So we want to understand, why are those centaur frequencies so relevant with this illumination process? And what is this grand cross all about? I also talk about the dragon that is related to this grand cross, because you may recall that I shared that Sophia shared with me that the most fundamental aspect as an astrological aspect for alchemy is the opposition. And from the opposition, we build a T-square, and from the T-square, we build a grand cross. So those two aspects are alchemical as well. And the dragons explained to me that they anchor their tails at the base of the T-square, and their heads are here at the other side of the T-square when we form our grand cross. And so the fire breath breathing through the head of that grand cross is illuminating the frequencies there. So all of this detail, this yummy detail of how it all comes together to let us know what's happening at this full moon in Gemini, is included in that 30-minute journal. And I invite you to join our community over on Patreon, where we have all kinds of exclusive content. We also, as a first tier member, and all members get additional discounts on top of what I offer to the public. And also I give them exclusive offers. So for instance, I offered them an exclusive reading on the sacred masculine resurrection point, so that they could find out how their inner masculine was being evolved and resurrected through this whole underworld journey. And that's only for my patron members. So this is the link to go to on Patreon, the Rosewheel Mystery School, if you'd like to join us over there. There's a lot going on that doesn't get out to the public. And I'd like to just take this quick moment to remind you that my Black Friday and Cyber Monday sale is still ongoing through Monday. And I've got 3 fabulous gift offerings at a 50% discount. So you may want to take advantage of those while that window is still open. So until my next video journal, I just want to thank you for watching this brief introduction, and hope that you had a fabulous Thanksgiving. I know I did, and we had our Christmas tree lighting in town last night with Santa and fireworks. So we are definitely into the joyous holiday season. I hope you enjoy yours. Until the next time, take care, and I'm sending you lots of love. Bye-bye.